Today's episode is brought to you by Jordis.com. Jordis is Jortis.
If fitness is your goal, stop making excuses and start living out actual solutions. You can pout, or you can produce. You can avoid, or you can confront. Whatever you do, figure it out now. Make it happen and allow Jordis.com to encourage and assist you into greatness.
It's time once again for a powerful mix of fitness, focus, and philosophy. Philosophy? That's right. Kick back and get ready for your host. Wisdom keeps her fit mentally, squats keep her fit and fine physically. Yes, I said fine. Tune in and prepare to challenge your body and your mind with Professor Kristen Hester. You'll think better, you'll live smartly, and all thanks to Kristen teaching us right now how to squat wisely. And now here's Professor Kristen Hester.
Welcome back to another episode of Squat Wisely. Guys, if you checked out the previous episode where we focused on mindset, this episode will be a wonderful follow-up from that episode. The special guest that I have for today, his life, his living is packed with a lot of lessons learned, great wisdom that will enrich your mindset and your life in general. So guys, after the break, please stay tuned because we'll be right back with my special guest for today.
Goosebumps. Powerful. Moved to tears. That's what people say and feel after hearing Kristen speak. Event planners confirm that she exceeds expectations and leaves guests wanting and wishing for more. If you want a speaker that is both gifted and passionate, then visit kristenspeaks.com to book Kristen today. Thank me later.
Kristen speaks and she always knows what to say. Give you motivation that will help you each day. Handing you the tools to make a change in a major way. Now open up your ears so you can hear what she gotta say. Kristen speaks and she always knows what to say. Give you motivation that will help you each day. If you feeling lost, she can help you get found and give you the courage that you need if you feeling down. Using words to motivate you into action, lift you right off your feet and right towards your passion. Help you reach your goals and gain a better life. Give you inspiration to help you see the light. She will put you on the path straight to your dreams and show you that it's really not as hard as it seems. She goes to forums where others might not, like juvenile detention centers where the kids can learn a lot. Giving knowledge to businessmen and women, giving you a boost to be determined and driven. Speaking to students, young or old, she helps from ATL and motivation is her goal. Come on. Kristen speaks and she always knows what to say. Give you motivation that will help you each day. Handing you the tools to make a change in a major way. Now open up your ears so you can hear what she gotta say. Kristen speaks and she always knows what to say. Give you motivation that will help you each day. If you feeling lost, she can help you get found and give you the courage that you need. If you feeling down, if you feeling down, she gonna lift you back up.
Guys, thank you for checking out this episode of Squat Wisely. I am honored to welcome author David Hicks to the show today. He is going to walk us through the story of his lovely and brilliant life, and I want to welcome him to the show right now. Welcome, David.
Thank you for having me, Kirsten. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm winning.
Yes.
I learned that. Yes, I learned that from you.
Yes, exactly. Every day, like you woke up, you're winning right now. So hey, you can't be losing. You can't be like, oh, it's just another day. It's a win. You woke up today.
Exactly. So David, before we get into the substance of your story, give us a little bit of just general background on David Hicks, who you are, where you're from, just the basics.
Okay, I'm first and foremost a husband, father of three. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Trinity. Three beautiful children, Zane, Nasiah, and Ave. I'm a son, a brother. I'm also an American author, born and raised in more than 9 different cities in South New Jersey. But I really claim Camden, New Jersey, which is right across the bridge from Philadelphia. I'm pretty much, I'm privileged to travel all over the world, inspire the world with my circumstances growing up, and inspiring the world with critically acclaimed autobiographical, motivational, personal growth book called Golden Mynd, Reclaiming Your Greatness You Were Born With. That is me.
Yes, it is. That's what I love about you. That's why I'm so corny. I couldn't wait to say I'm winning. So I made sure I was going to say that. But I love all the positives and the way that you spin your language and how you make sure you're affirming the words that you speak. And that, coupled with your story, is just beautiful. And I want you to walk us through, like I said, the story of your life. That's going to drive this interview today. I really think people need to hear your story, and I think it will add some great value to us tapping into the power of our own mindset by kind of watching and hearing from yours.
Okay. Well, my story starts in, of course, Camden, New Jersey, born to my mother, Dawn Hicks. She was like 17 years old, so single mother, fresh. She's still a senior in high school at that time. In the 1980s, it's a crack epidemic going all over the poor communities, or the urban communities, if you will, in the United States. So I grew up with my mom, just raising myself, my two brothers, Daniel, Sammy, and then my sister, Cherie, in a single income household, no male figures around, things like that. And then, I just saw her working 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs to, just provide for her family and to keep us from even knowing that we were poor. It's like just the little things like a roof over your head or clothes on your back. And yeah, we had hand-me-downs, but so what? They was clothes on our back. Like, we didn't want for nothing. And sure, we look like the triplets. That's what they used to call me and my brother Daniel and Sammy, the triplets, because we always had the same sweater. We always had the same pants on, same sneakers on, same socks on, everything like that. So some of the times that included me taking care of my brothers and sisters while my mom had to work a couple jobs. I remember working at Burger King one time, had to come home, get undressed, get dressed, take the bus all the way to Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is like the casino area of New Jersey, catching the jitney all the way to work, doing the waitress thing there, and then coming back all the way back early in the morning, get you a little bit of sleep, and then do it all over again. This is pretty much like 6 or 7 days a week. So I saw her doing that. I saw her actually give up her last meal for myself and my brothers and my sister so we could eat. Like, at 9 years old, I saw my mom doing that. So that was like real eye-opening for me. That never left my brain either. But then she just worked for her kids. She didn't let her kids go hungry. She didn't let her kids go without clothes. She didn't let her kids go without the love that we needed growing up. And then a little bit of turmoil happened when I was in 5th grade. I was ready to graduate 5th grade, and individual was introduced to the family. Some physical, emotional, mental abuse started happening. So then I did a stint in foster home. Me and my brothers and my sister did a little stint in foster home, foster care. It felt like 2 years, but my mom says it was only like months, but it literally felt like 2 years gone. So there's 2 years I don't really remember because of that shift and things like that. But after that, then, I started becoming a little bit of introverted. I started reading books and listening to radio and hip hop, and then seeing I had a problem. I had a speech impediment when I was in 4th grade. I couldn't comprehend well when the teacher was teaching me. Math has always been a little bit of an issue for me, but I'm kind of working it out now that I'm an adult. And yeah, I just started just reading, comprehending the speech impediment, and then through reading and music and actually writing down people's lyrics, namely like DMX and Busta Rhymes. My brothers and sisters would tell you I was a rough rider, a rough rider head. Like, I had the bandana, I went to the hardware store, got the DMX, the Lincoln chain, like the dog collar. Like, I went all out for music. But then, it was DMX, it was Busta Rhymes, and I really felt, kind of like together with DMX, because he was kind of like a tortured soul, if you will. And he was kind of speaking how I was feeling at that time. So fast forward to now, I'm graduating high school, graduating on an honor roll. Then I went to college that didn't really go too well, and it's pretty much because I didn't take it seriously. So that's pretty much what it is. So kids, if you're out there, make sure you take college seriously. Don't let it go to the wayside, man. That was a waste of a little bit of the tuition money, which I will be paying my mom back for that. But, so I traveled from, job to job, working at the dollar store, ShopRite, and, Burger King, McDonald's, all that type of stuff. I wasn't really fulfilled. So one day I decided, hey, let me just go to a known drug spot in Camden, New Jersey, where I knew they were, trapping, if you will, or selling drugs. So I went there. I spent the night out there, spent about 8 hours out there. And I just sat on the stoop. I didn't, partake in anything like that. I didn't go do the hand-to-hand. I was just watching. So I watched the resupplies happen. I saw the big man come up and collect his money. I saw the fiends come, or the individuals or the tortured souls come, get their supply, and then leave. Or sometimes not even leave. They would go literally like a few steps, do what they needed to do, and they were just sitting there for hours, high on whatever drugs that they were taking. So after 8 hours, I stood up, I got off the stoop, I said, yeah, this is not for me. So I went home, I went to the Chinese store, got some chicken wings and fried rice. That's a big thing in our family, chicken wings and shrimp fried rice, boy. But went home and I popped on the movie, and this is a pivotal point. I popped on the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence and Regina King.
Yes.
So with that movie, the spark that actually happened for me was when Mia, that was her character's name, Mia actually came home from leave from the Air Force, and she was saying how she was so proud, and it's very much opportunity there, and considerate and stuff like that. But she came out in her blues uniform. She saluted Darnell. Darnell said, I salute you with both hands. I said, you know what? I said, you know what? That could be something I want to do. So then I went to sleep that night, and then I woke up to just a quiet voice saying, join the Air Force. And I listened to it. I joined the Air Force. That day, I literally called my mom and said, Mom, I think I want to join the Air Force. So she got a hold of a recruiter, and 17 years later, here I am, so I'm in Japan from Camden, New Jersey, from going through those little things in my life to now being in Japan and being able to provide for my family and inspire millions of people and be able to talk to Kirsten Hester
right.
on a podcast. This is my very first podcast. So that's the story so far, man.
Awesome. So, let's go back a little bit to, your upbringing. I know you mentioned your mom. What type of role or influence did your father have in your upbringing?
There wasn't really a role with my father. So he was, the way he explained it was he was always trying to get in contact with us, but because we moved so many times, because whatever reasons, my mom had to move us around. It was like 9 or 10 times we had to move. He said he couldn't always get in contact with us and stuff like that. So that kind of brought up a little bit of abandonment issues, or like, what did I do? Like, am I not good enough? And it's not just me. It's like all my brothers and sisters had that same issue. But I'm pretty sure we all felt the same as far as, why doesn't my dad want to be in our life? Or why does he want to take care of us? Or he sees us struggling. He sees the one mom struggling. Why not provide a little bit of something so she can help us all out? But that didn't happen. So the role was non-existent.
Non-existent. I know you mentioned a little bit about homelessness and how you kind of dealt with that during your journeys. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, homelessness, I went from, this is kind of, kids, if you listen to this, don't do what I'm about to tell you. So here's what happened. So I got in trouble with